Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be making these delicious fudgy brownies. This recipe is so simple and I've been using this exact recipe for about 2 to 3 years now, and it gives the most amazing fudgy brownies every single time. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is chop up some dark chocolate. Today I'm using this Focaccia chocolate, which is like a high quality chocolate that is great for cooking and baking. You could, however, get away with using just a good quality chocolate bar from your grocery store. I'm going to add that into a saucepan, and then I'm going to add into that some unsalted butter along with some instant coffee and cocoa powder. The entire written recipe is going to be available on my website, and I will leave a link to that in the description box below. I'm going to melt this on very low heat until everything is fully combined and melted like this, and then we're going to set this aside to cool down completely. If you don't have chocolate and you just want to make brownies with cocoa powder, trust me, you don't want to do that. I've tried many recipes that claim you're going to get amazing brownies with cocoa powder, but it has never worked out. If you just put in a little bit of effort and money to buy a good quality chocolate, you're going to end up with the most amazing fudgy brownies. Alright, for the next step, in a large bowl, I just combined together some granulated sugar, some brown sugar, and some vanilla extract. I gave that a mix, and next I'm adding in 3 eggs, one at a time, whisking well between each addition. As you can see today, I am using a whisk, which means this recipe can be made by hand, but if you have an electric hand mixer, I definitely recommend that you use it because it makes this process so much easier. Once you've added in all of the eggs, you're going to go ahead and whisk this mixture until it is nice, pale, and fluffy. This does take about 5 minutes if you're doing it by hand, but if you're using an electric mixer, it will take just 2 to 3 minutes. This step is really important, and it's what ensures that you're going to end up with a beautiful crackly top on your brownies. As you can see, this mixture is so fluffy and white, it almost looks like a cloud. This is what it should look like. Next, I'm going to add in the cooled chocolate and butter mixture from earlier. Make sure that it's cooled. You do not want to add hot chocolate into the eggs or the eggs will cook. And then I'm going to give everything a good mix until it's fully incorporated, and then next goes in the dry ingredients. For the dry ingredients, all you need is some all-purpose flour and some more cocoa powder. Brownies do not contain any rising agents like baking powder or baking soda. That's what gives them their beautiful fudgy texture. Give this a good mix until everything is fully incorporated and you no longer see any lumps of flour. Now at this point the batter is done and you don't want to overmix, but if you'd like you can also add in some fun add-ins like chocolate chips, chopped nuts, M&Ms, anything you'd like. I have a 6x6-inch square baking pan that I greased and lined with some parchment paper. I'm going to pour in the prepared batter, and we're going to bake this in an oven preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, that is 375 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 35 to 40 minutes, or until a toothpick poked into the center comes out with a few wet crumbs. It shouldn't be batter, but it should be just wet crumbs. Once baked, let that cool down completely. This is a major thing that I figured out, that you need to let brownies cool down completely to get that beautiful fudgy texture, which is my favorite thing in the whole world. Once your brownies are fully cooled, go ahead and cut them up, sprinkle on some flaky sea salt if you'd like. It adds a beautiful salty touch, and you can dig right in. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe for more easy and delicious recipes just like this one. Like the video if you liked it, and comment down below if you tried this recipe, or let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to make. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.